Welcome to Inland Empire Alive, bringing you issues, events, and perspectives from throughout San Bernardino and Riverside counties. I'm David Brady, and on today's show, I'll welcome Trina Shelton Moore with the City of San Bernardino's Parks and Recs Department to talk about the wonderful programs that take place throughout the year. That's today on Inland Empire Alive. Well, it is always a great time when I can have someone from the City of San Bernardino's Parks and Recreation Department on the program. So I want to welcome Trina Shelton Moore. Thank you for being with us. I know it's your first time.
Thank you for having me.
So I've talked to Liddy Gutfeld many times, and I know that the Parks and Recreation Department in this city is very, very busy. Talk to me about some of the programs that take place throughout the year.
Well, currently our biggest thing coming up is we're partnering with the school district to bring in our CAPS program. And through that program, we'll be able to offer things like bowling, esports. We'll have a flag football, content creation, arts and crafts program, even bowling.
How long have you been with the department?
I've been with the department for 5 years now.
So what's the most enjoyable part of your job? What do you enjoy the most about coming to work?
I enjoy the most being able to work with the people. I love being in touch with the community and being able to talk with them and speak with them, work with them every day.
And tell me a little bit about yourself. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Culver City, and I'm actually a recreation kid myself. I grew up in recreation in a community center, so it's only fitting that now I'm a coordinator of a community center.
So talk to me about that. How important is it that you're now fulfilling the dreams of that little girl, that you took advantage of that community, those community programs as a little kid, and now you're paying it forward?
It is. I never knew that this is what I would do. I didn't realize that this was my dream job. This is just something that I was doing in my regular life. I'm a mother, so I did a lot of these things just for my kids to have fun. I didn't like them to be outside, so I did a lot of recreation in our home, and I brought other kids. So a friend of mine encouraged me to come and apply, and ever since I've been here, I realized that this is the job for me.
So as a mom, talk to me about why it's important to encourage kids to enjoy recreation. It's not about planting them in front of the TV and streaming something and putting on a video game, that it's about being active.
I think it's important because we need to make sure we're getting our exercise in. And the best way to do that is just like you want to hide vegetables in a good recipe, we want to hide those activities, exercise and fun outdoor activities. So I think it's very important to bring in different things that kids enjoy and they don't realize that they're exercising.
You used a good word, fun.
Yeah.
How important is it in coming up with these programs that they be fun? Because some people, I think, do think of being outside as a chore. Oh, I'm gonna sweat. I'm gonna be tired. But no, the whole point is to enjoy, to have fun.
Absolutely. I believe that it is very important to come up with these things. It's fun to me. To create those
When you see
things.
it on their faces.
Yes.
I mean, you know when it's working when you see it on their faces.
Absolutely. And I realized, someone told me a while ago that happy memories stick more, are harder to stick than bad memories.
Yeah.
Bad memories stick around easier. So for me, I think it's important that we create programming that kids have fun and they create happy memories so that it can help offset some of those bad memories that naturally happen in life.
Well, I know there is one recent program in the city's Parks and Recs Department that is quite a passion of yours. Tell me about the Back to Nature program.
So the Back to Nature program was funded in 2022 by the California State Parks. We applied for a competitive grant and we won $605,000.
Wow.
To take community residents out of their houses, out of the city, and get them back into nature, building that relationship with the outdoors.
So give me an example of what that looks like. So I know it's a mix of kind of camping and field trips and...
Yes, it's an awesome hodgepodge of outdoor activities. So we have hiking trips that we'll take in the spring. We have camping trips in the summer. We'll be taking approximately 200 kids ages 7 to 17, two different groups though. We'll go to YMCA Camp Elk for a week where the kids will have the opportunity to go do archery, rock wall climbing, swimming, improv, campfires every night, making s'mores, stargazing, night hikes, a bunch of activities the kids will get to do.
Now you talked about how fun is a big component of kind of programming things, but talk to me about some of the skills that people come away with. I mean, they learn things, they make connections, they make friendships. It's more than just having fun for a weekend. It's, you're building things that you're going to take with you for a lifetime.
The number one thing I think kids build when they go off on these trips alone, especially the overnight camping trips, they build their self-esteem and independence. And for families, they learn a lot, especially when we do our family camping trip. It's amazing. They learn how to survive outdoors in the wilderness. And those are important survival skills to have because you never know what's going to happen.
Well, it's also about teamwork.
Yes.
You're not usually, trying to start a fire by yourself. It's there's a bunch of people that are relying on you. There's a bunch of people that need that shelter erected.
It's like a family team building.
Exactly.
Where they get to come together, work together, and build awesome memories as a family.
Is that something that people don't think about when they sign up for these programs? They think it's just a fun outing, and then they find out, wow, I made friends. I made, I have a skill. I have a trick I can do.
Absolutely. We took our first camping trips this past summer, and that was one of the most repeated things I've heard from everybody is how much fun they had. They never expected to meet as many people, gain so many new friendships, and learn those valuable survival skills.
Do you ever find that the kids are really fired up and they're really interested and they have to talk their parents into some of these programs? How do you get the parents over some of the resistance?
You know what? I just sell them to them as this is an awesome opportunity. I myself take my family every year camping, and this is what we do to stay connected as a family. And like I mentioned previously, it's important to have these happy memories because happy memories fade away easy and the bad memories stick. So the more we give people opportunity to build happy memories, happier people overall.
So what makes you happiest in your job?
Taking people on these trips, and I always see people with resistance at first. On the first day, they're out there in the wilderness, they start to get frustrated, they even get a little angry sometimes.
Oh sure, where's the bathroom?
Yes.
I want a hot shower.
But come the last day of the trip, that night before when we have that final campfire, it never fails, whether it's the teen trip, the youth trip, or the family trip. They always tell me, thank you, Ms. Trina, for bringing me to the experience. Because so far, everyone I've taken on these camping trips, they're first-time campers.
Wow.
So it is a life-transforming experience for them. Not only do I take them camping, but I teach them how to camp on their own. At the end of every trip, as we do activities, I give out raffle tickets. So the more activities you participate in, the more raffle tickets you get. So at the end of the actual trip, I raffle off the equipment that they use. So if they used an 8-person tent and 4 chairs for their family, then they would get that 8-person tent, 4 chairs, and their cots that they used, the whole setup, they would get to keep it.
Wow. Let's make sure we let people know where they can find out more information about not only Back to Nature, but all the wonderful programs that Parks and Rec puts on. Where can people go?
So you can follow us on social media at SB City Parks and Rec, or you can come to the website, which is www.sbcityparksandrec/ I'm sorry, I said it wrong.
Go ahead.
So it's www.sbcity.org/parks.
Before I let you go, I want to ask, how do you know you've done a good job? You said you've been in this role for 5 years. Tell me how you know it's a day well spent at the end of the day.
Every day feels like a day well spent, even if it's just planning. But to see the actual smiles of the participants, when I walk in my community center, the kids are always happy to greet me. The adults are happy to see me. That makes me feel like a job well done when I walk into the center, and everybody wants a bit of my attention.
Well, Ms. Trina, thank you so much for being on the program. I would love to hear more about everything going on at Parks and Rec. Please say hello to Liddy for us. Wonderful for being on the program. Thank you again.
Thank you, I will. Thank you for having me.